It's November. You know what that means. It's time for Cap's Recap, my monthly channel update series. October. Could have been better. Did experience a bit of the old burnout. Not from like enthusiasm or like what's the term I'm looking for here? Like, at no point was it just like mental burnout or like not enjoying making videos or recording things. It was more so me coming to terms with the fact that I'm LPing like some pretty like time sinky games, and what like a normal recording session would be to get like a couple parts done was like me doing like one whole video. Like, for example, these Valkyria Chronicle parts are getting pretty long for some of them. The Fatal Frame parts were a lot longer than anticipated. Did not think the game's chapters were going to be that long, but there you go. So yeah, like getting done with a longish recording session or even like breaking them up would just leave me not really feeling like recording other things. Yeah, I still need to like perfect a recording schedule. I'm working on it. And yeah, I know I can just like break things up more, but you know, I am doing that for the Somnium files. But for stuff like Fatal Frame, considering like it is story based, but most of the story comes from lore and like the same old cutscenes of like, oh, I see my brother over there, but then like crazy spooky ghost shows up, and yeah, breaking that up into chunks doesn't seem like it would have been ideal for the flow of the game. Likewise with Valkyria Chronicles, you don't really want to cut up a tactical RPG map in the middle of the action. Just breaks up the flow. But yeah, once we're past these games, like there'll be a little more structure for parts, a little more uniformity. That did not seem like the correct word. And just like better organization, all things considered. Speaking of which, I have yet to create the channel for stream archives. Though it does look like the recent change YouTube made to channels is helping. In that, like, if you're on someone's channel, like the actual channel, there will be individual tabs for past live streams, uploaded videos, and shorts, which is good. Like, it automatically sorts them, so that can really help clutter when you're on someone's channel. The subscription feed is still like an amalgamation of everything. So yeah, that needs to be fixed too. But I don't know, it does look like YouTube's doing like a bunch of like tiny incremental changes over these past few days. Like, I'm noticing some new icons and like thumbnails being a little rounded on some screens. Not a fan of that. I don't like the rounded corners like that. But it is what it is. You know, could be worse. There have been worse changes with YouTube. But yeah, enough rambling as far as the ongoing stuff is concerned. Valkyria Chronicles, which should have been over. If all goes well, it'll be ending next week. If all goes well. Likewise, if all goes well, Fatal Frame will be ending this week. I believe like the chapters I have remaining are not going to be like 3.5 hour recording sessions, so that's good. But yeah, I'm enjoying like all the games really, but it's just trying to allocate the time to record. A bit rough. And the Somnium Files will be going on. I'm disappointed that I have not been uploading that as often as I would like. Because I don't know, it's like I get the obligation. It's like, well, Valkyria Chronicles was a patron selected game, so I feel like I should at least have that up regularly. And then it's October, Fatal Frame is scary. I want to at least keep that up so it's like thematically relevant, and then that would just leave me not really feeling like recording which is a shame because the story is really interesting. But yeah, there should be a little more normalcy going forward for uploads for all those. Knock on wood. For upcoming stuff, well, I had initially planned to do Ghostwire Tokyo during October alongside Fatal Frame. Obviously that's not happening, and I'm just going to be pushing Ghostwire Tokyo back to a later date. Probably not like next October, but just a later date, TBA. After Valkyria Chronicles will be the next Patron's Choice game, which, wait for it, gotta pull it up, I'm a professional, don't worry. Colony Wars 3 Red Sun, which I'm looking forward to. I like the Colony Wars games. I do know that one is set up a little bit different from the previous ones, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that'll be starting up after Valkyria Chronicles. And then, after the Somnium File, should that end this month, I'll be going back to polls to see what the people want me to play. As of now, I don't have the options set in stone. Mostly because I'm nowhere near beating the Somnium Files. So when that's nearing its end is when I'll do the poll. And yeah, it's going to be a simple YouTube poll, going back to the old roots of like, 4 games that I do intend to LP. It'll just be, the poll will be to select the order that they get played in. And tentatively speaking, the poll is going to contain The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening Remaster, Batman Arkham Knight, Ratchet Deadlock, and Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. It might be an uphill battle for Chain of Memories, but if I'm like, I'm just sticking with the order, well, the chronological order of Kingdom Hearts, not the order that the game's released in. Though Kingdom Hearts 2 will be the more fun game to LP. Like I said, though, it's a tentative list, subject to change and whatnot. And after Fatal Frame is over, it will be Opuna, which I put off for long enough. But yeah, that's that. Streams this month. We'll see how Hazy's feeling, if she wants to like finish up Resident Evil 5. If we do continue that, I see like 2 more streams of that, like if we stick to Saturdays. Otherwise, I am going to get into the whole thing of what I've sort of like been planning but wanted to put off until October was over. Just doing more like full indie games. I say more, I mean, it's not like I just played almost the entirety of Atama and I played a lot of DAP. Like I was playing indie games all throughout October. Yeah, I did not plan this update as well as I should have. But yeah, you know, I got a series of like indie games that I've been wanting to play / stream, and yeah, we'll be going through them starting this month, but not this week, because Youmacon, monthly anime convention that happens in my backyard, not literally my backyard, just in my downtown city, the downtown portion of my city, literally like 2 blocks away from where I work, so hey, I ain't gotta pay for parking, woo! But yeah, that convention is this weekend, and I will be attending. So yeah, weekend stream not happening, yeah, which also means like movie night that I tend to, well, I don't know, we just had a freaking movie night on Halloween. I'll probably postpone, or not postpone, but like hold off on the next movie night and multiplayer game night until Thanksgiving week. Namely Black Friday and the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Now, those seems like decent enough time. You know, people off from work, school, might want to chill, relax, watch a movie, etc., etc. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Well, life's still been okay. You know, new job is good. Going to a convention, it's gonna be fun. I mean, as maybe not so much some of the special panels. I've seen the guest list. It's probably the weakest guest list they've ever had. Like, even compared to last year, where it was like the first one back after the pandemic, and a lot of people are after the pandemic started, and a lot of people were like, yeah, I'll just hold off like my ticket, like hold it over until 2022. But it was like, even looking at the 2021 guest list, it was like, oh shit, like there's some people there whose names I recognize. Like this might be good. They got some YouTubers. They got, oh shit. And now this year it's like 4 VTubers. They're not even guests. They're just gonna be like streaming at home, and they'll have like a video panel up. So that's great. And a bunch of the original cast from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think they've announced some more people, but it's gonna be a rough one, yo. It's gonna be a rough one this year. Oh man. But yeah, work's been fine too, and yeah, that's all I got. Link in the description down below if you wish to pledge my Patreon or join the YouTube channel. Donations and subscriptions are always greatly appreciated, but are in no way required or expected. Shout out to Roz for a very generous donation. Greatly appreciated. And just thank you all for continuing to watch the channel and being patient with the shoddy upload schedule as I just, you know, deal with stuff, the old brain fog and like just overwhelmness and blah blah blah. I'll be fine. But yeah, that's all I got. Yep. More Valkyria Chronicles, more IS Somnium Powers, more Fiddle Frank. We'll be starting Opuna. We'll be starting Colony Wars 3 Red Sun. And we'll be holding a poll for something else when I is done. Thank y'all for watching. Goodbye. See you next time. Forgot how I end these videos. I need to work on that. Alright, see you later.
I'm running fast.